2,000 years ago, a man would be sent to a group of people to warn them about mankind's biggest dangers. Now known as a messiah and one of the most influential people in the world, he's known as Jesus. 2,000 years later, and there is a man set in changing the world, known by the alias MrBeast. However, existing and new evidence surfacing furthermore proves that his intentions are not what you or the average Joe thinks. From his most notable Team Water stream, where he tried to gather thousands for his new fundraiser, this would just mark the first of his many controversies.
2 hours was one of the most uncomfortable, weird streams of all time, bro. MrBeast pressuring people into donating to Team Water, which is a great cause. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, chat. If Team Water raises $100 million, who gets the credit for it, bro?
Though his charitable acts are very apparent and great in some ways, his ultimate motives can be linked to his desire for becoming the best on the platform, to be the #1 creator. A quote from the scripture by Jesus himself describes how charitable deeds should be a private thing and should not be trumpeted in front of many people. This is very relevant in the example of the showcase of good deeds that MrBeast does in his own channel in front of millions, if not billions. Looking deep into his channel, MrBeast perceives this as a transaction of more subscribers for more charitable acts rather than motivation from genuine intentions. Another point that should be mentioned is the high-stakes competition videos that MrBeast produces bi-weekly. These include normal civilians competing in over-the-top stunts to win high-stake prizes. And a great example is the latest video that's been produced, which was the last to leave a grocery store video, which concluded with the final four staying over a year to win over $1 million. While this may seem like a regular challenge, deep down this is just another way the world has forced people into situations to survive. A relevant Bible verse would be from Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, where it describes how money is the root of all evil. And given the fact that the majority of Beast's videos involve some sort of money or reward to it, it is highly applicable that this warning and message can be very relevant to MrBeast himself. Drawing direct character comparison, we see that the motivation for Jesus' charity and giving was from pure genuineness, with a desire to help people unconditionally. The ultimate source was from God, and even then the people weren't required to automatically confess their faith in order to receive the things that they needed. It was after the reception of the things that they needed where they truly were able to decide and see where their faith was directed towards. As with MrBeast, the complete opposite. There is an utter condition to be subscribed to his channel in order to receive any sort of incentive, as shown evidently by his numerous shorts, videos, and clips that feature people being interviewed, being asked this question. It obviously makes a deviation of how there is a condition in order to receive help, which already shows an element of illegitimacy and non-genuineness. While MrBeast's persona is best defined by a desire to become big, famous, wealthy, influential, and gain a lot of money, the character that of Jesus is rather the complete polar opposite, with a focus on love, peace, justice, truth, harmony, and a source of humbleness. Now, due to the number of sponsors and brand deals that MrBeast has sold himself and his name to, he's unable to do a lot of the things that he can just freely do without consequence. And due to the vast amounts of influence that he has over millions of people, he's expected to hold a certain character that pleases the masses. Whereas Jesus, on the other hand, is the living embodiment of freedom, able to personify anything that is dreamed of, and allowing those to follow the footsteps that most universally find ideal. In the end, one had a mere dozen followers while the other had hundreds of millions. One ended up influencing the majority of the entire world centuries after his legacy, just through preaching and by legitimate means of connecting the people. Meanwhile, the other is just an asset or an industry plant set to entertain masses. The true image of freedom is then displayed, as well as the character and nature of money, and its true root of all evil. Overall, this explains and demonstrates the truth, not only the truth about MrBeast, but also the truth about Jesus and the universal truth the truth of everything. And just a disclaimer, this is just a speculation and a mere subjective opinion. Anyways, what do you guys think? How do you feel about this video, and what do you have to say down in the comments below? If you liked the video and enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.